Hi, I'm going to do some audio processing with Python to make some warm, ambient audio. Listen, I like to use this sort of sound as audio backing. Rather than searching the dead internet, I thought I'd try and write a script to generate this sort of warm ambience. Now, the main library I will be using is SciPy. Here are some good resources to learn about the API and what the library can do. So here is the scipy.org website, and it goes through in quite detail, detailing the maths and the API, as well as giving you the basic examples to work with. This other resource here, PySDR, has useful overviews of concepts of filtering. Now, you don't need to know all of the maths to do with filtering, but it is useful to have a high-level understanding of what filters do and their characteristics. First things first, we must think about the sound design. What digital signal processing do you want to do? From my younger days of listening to shoegaze, I am aware of the effects chain of distortion to add harmonics, a low-pass filter to dampen the sound, and a reverb to make the sound fuller. In addition to this, I wanted to add a modulated filter based on the amplitude of an audio track. I wanted to try and modulate based on an organic waveform, namely the sound of ocean wave. Here's my main script. I'm using 3 audio files. One audio signal is a carrier wave. My second audio file will remain raw and unprocessed, and I am using an ambient field recording to mix in with my processed audio. And my third audio file I am using as a modulator for my dynamic. I have a basic low pass filter. I have a crossfade function, distortion, an apply reverb function. I have a dynamic low pass filter which has a lower bound frequency and an upper bound frequency. So in my main audio function, I have a series of chained apply signal processing, and then I have a series of set functions such as set filter resonance will be important when it comes to making a user interface, so that in real time we can change the attributes of the digital signal processing. I'm going to run this script. Let's see what it sounds like. I wanted to add a user interface so that I could change the parameters of the digital signal processing in real time. I went with the library Kivy, which has a material UI-like interface to it. So here is Kivy MD, which lets you put together a user interface using Markdown, which makes it remarkably easy. So here is my user interface defined as a widget tree using Kivy MD. I have a bunch of buttons to select files, and then I have a bunch of sliders for the parameters. This is the mix between the processed audio and the raw field audio, which is my second audio input. Then I have a gain slider, cutoff frequency slider, reverb, the parameters for this modulated low pass filter. In conclusion, using Python you can make nice, cozy sounding ambience. Moving forward, it would be nice if I could use different file formats instead of just WAV files, and it would be even nicer if the digital signal processing could be packaged as hardware.